All right, guys, now we're going to take you through a core workout series with your ultimate sandbag. Again, Troy Anderson's going to help you take you through the steps here to make sure you do it right. The best part about doing the ultimate sandbag program is that core training is a lot more than your abdominals. It's your glutes, it's your hamstrings, it's your low back, and it's lots of different motions, and basically resisting motion as it is about producing motion. The cool thing too is that you can do it in a lot of standing postures and positions, so you get a metabolic effect. So a lot of times just doing your crunches or your ab work doesn't burn a lot of calories, so it's not really conducive to fat loss type of training. However, we can get the benefit of both a stronger core and fat loss training via these type of exercises. So first thing, Troy's going to take us through one of his favorite motions. And Troy, you call this shucking? Yeah. So basically he's going to start at the one side in a sort of a lateral lunge. He's going to power over right to the other. So he's not coming up in between. He's pushing the bag out to the side. So basically your body's job is to resist that continued motion that carrying over side to side. Additionally, you're going to find that you want to keep your back in a good alignment, meaning that chest is out, low back is arched. You don't want to round yourself when doing it. When people get in trouble is when they let that low back start to round as they fatigue. So, starting off with 15, 30-second intervals is a great way of performing this. So to increase the conditioning component, Troy's going to go right into what we call a Zercher lateral lunge. So the difference now from what we just did is that now there's a little more emphasis on preventing his trunk from flexing forward. So a really nice conditioning type complement, because anytime we move in these single leg patterns and add complexity to your ultimate sandbag training, you're going to find the conditioning level goes up, your functional strength goes up, and the best part is your mobility goes up as well. Nice job, Troy. So then we're going to move on into one of the more unusual drills, which is around the world. Around the world, you want to think about moving yourself around the bag. You don't want to just swing the bag around your body. So Troy's going to demonstrate first. Nice, Troy. So you see he's rotating his hips to create motion through the entire body. The bag is only moved by him projecting the bag with his hips. So if he's moving to the right, he's going to go to the left with his hips. There you go. And he's going to keep the bag really close to your body. So if you need to stretch out your triceps and shoulders first, please do so. Only do this if you have proper mobility in your upper body. It's a great way to warm up the upper body, but with the bag moving around, the core has to switch up where it's stabilizing and where it's producing force. So your abs are constantly shifting of who's doing the predominant amount of work. The next thing we're going to do is called shoveling. So shoveling basically can be thought of very similar to your kettlebell swing, but different dimensions. So as Troy starts to shovel back and forth, the difference is with this lateral component, with the bag coming off to the side, he's really got to work on both his hips and his trunk integrating together to resist the continued rotation of the bag. As he produces more power and reaches the bag out further in front of him, the more perceived load his body starts to take, and the more work it is to both absorb the force and then to retransmit the force across the body. So again, you can do those in 15, 30-second intervals, and you're going to find that your trunk is getting more solid, but you're also expending more calories. Then we're going to finish up with two complementary drills. We're going to do the first one is a Zercher single leg deadlift. So now while this looks like a lower body exercise, as Troy kicks his leg back and leans back on his hips, there's a lot of work being done in his low back and his abs to resist that forward momentum. And it's only a little bit of weight that's needed to really feel this, because the leverage arm that you create by holding the sandbag in the front of your body. Nicely done, Troy. Then we can do kind of a fun exercise, but a lot of people don't think it's a core exercise, which is an ultimate sandbag bicep curl. A bicep curl with the ultimate sandbag, because of the leverage point, really Troy has to resist him when to pull himself forward. So if you maintain good postural alignment the whole time, you're resisting the pull of the bag and your abs are working harder. And if you clench the glutes and hamstrings, you're going to find yourself more stable and produce more force with your biceps. Excellent, Troy. So the best thing to do is to set this up as a circuit. You can set up all 6 exercises so that you do 15, 30 seconds of work, 15, 30 seconds of rest. You can repeat this anywhere from 3 to 5 times so that you can get accommodated to the exercise and the intensity. So if you start to raise the amount of time that you're performing the exercises, you may want to decrease the amount of sets that you're doing at first so you don't overtrain yourself. You'll be surprised at how hard this is for your body and how much you'll feel it the next day.